Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show, and I am very happy to have Christine Turner and Jimmie Jeter here in studio. The movie is Hold On. It is part of the Shorts Program 4. Welcome. It's great to have you guys in studio.
Thank you.
Great to be here.
I'm excited to talk about your film. We talk about this often in America because I think in some ways we do a lousy job of caring for elders, caring for family, and being a caregiver is a difficult task for sure. Set your film up for us in that context, though, of what we're talking about here.
Sure. It's really a story just about a young man who one morning is left to care for his grandmother when his mom is called in to work. And he's home from college break, and she has dementia. And it's about the struggle of the two of them communicating, and it's set over the course of a single morning. So he has some duties that he has to take care of, and he's not necessarily attuned to all of his grandmother's needs, physically or emotionally.
Are we ever, do you think? I guess that's the question.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's like, to be in that other person's shoes we can only imagine, but I think that we could certainly all strive to understand what someone else is going through, and then ourselves, adjust to that, especially when someone else doesn't have the ability to do that themselves. Then it becomes on us to help them out and figure out what it is that they need and how we can best serve them.
I had a friend who had 7 children, and he literally named them the days of the week with the hope that that would be the day they would come and care for him.
Oh, wow.
When he was older, right? When you think about what that might be like from your perspective now of filming this, do you have trepidation, fear about growing older yourself at this point?
Oh, interesting.
Well, I'll let both of you answer this one. I'd like both of you to give me that.
Go ahead, Jimmie, you want to say?
Well, I mean, I feel, it's definitely not something I think about every day, but I think, especially after working with this film, it's sort of, the importance of truly of having patience, right? And allowing that to be a lifetime practice, so that hopefully when I'm at that point, I can receive those, that sort of loop around where hopefully
the reward
my
maybe
grandchildren, will take care of me. So it's definitely something that I hope for, to have someone, sort of at my side the way Troy is in this film for his grandmother,
And for you?
Oh yeah, I think that just in writing the piece, I had to put myself in both characters' shoes. You, of course, as an actor, had to imagine, both perspectives. And I think that, I don't know, part of the work is about confronting these fears, and you do that through the art, the film, yeah.
Well, I believe we have a clip for the movie Hold On. Let's take a look. Here it is. Wow, intense for sure.
Yeah.
There's looking at the past through the photos as well. When we get to this age, and I think we all do this in a daring way. I think, right? As I've asked old people, folks that are elderly, I've asked them, how do you see yourself at this point? And they still look in the mirror and see themselves as a younger person. I think it's only when they see themselves through their family, the others, that they realize that they're not the age that they believe. What do you gather from that? Obviously from the writing part of it as well. Yeah. The perspective of being, of not recognizing your age as you grow.
Well, I know exactly what I've had that feeling myself, right? Where it's like you don't even, the pictures themselves can bring up those thoughts and feelings. And I should just mention that in the clip that you saw, those pictures are pictures of our family.
It's really you.
Yeah. So it's Jimmie brought in a really lovely picture. How old are you in that?
I was like maybe 1 year old.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's nice.
It's really cute.
It's good to include those.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's sort of a great way to sort of, bring in close the gap for the audience.
Personalize the story.
Sort of, really. And even for me watching it, it's like, oh wow, this very much is real, so.
Wow. Well, it's certainly is going to be a conversation starter for a lot of people. This is a 9-minute film. Some quick questions from the filmmaker's perspective. Sure. What did you guys shoot this on?
We shot it on the Red camera.
The Red?
Yep.
Well, it's beautiful. You can see it's just a tremendous
I owe a great
film.
deal of that to Marshall Stife, my cinematographer. He and I have been collaborating for a number of years, and lovely to work with.
Indeed. Well, we have just a moment left, so last questions. Your favorite moment in the film as an actor?
I think my favorite moment for sure is the last section of the film.
Not to tell anyone.
Not to tell anyone. You'll see
No
it.
spoilers.
And yeah, that had to be my favorite. Just being able to work with Beth Ann and really share that very intimate and powerful moment was very potent for me in this experience.
And she's a tremendous actress.
Oh my God, yeah, incredible. And also an incredible human being too, you know, incredible.
As a director, favorite moment?
Sure. I would agree. I think everything is building up to that single moment and that connection that the two share, and the role that music plays, and the memories and the way that it can spark one's ability to connect to one's childhood, and connect to those photos in a way, and that history is really essential to the story. So, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without Jimmie here. He brought a lot of ideas to the story, as well as the specific song that we end up using in the film.
Well done.
So.
Yeah. That's tremendous.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. Finally, where do we see the film?
Okay. Well, we had our premiere last night at the Redstone. It's screening tonight.
Okay.
In Salt Lake City. So for people who are out there, please come through.
Yeah.
And
you're going to get a lot of
3
people
p.m.
from Salt Lake, I know,
Yeah.
that are going to be very excited to see this film.
We're looking forward to it.
Well, thank you guys so very much for being here. If you want to find out what that last moment is, you're going to have to go check out the screening in Salt Lake tonight. It is Hold On. We have a lot more happening here on the Mountain Morning Show. Red carpets coming up right after this.